Vanessa Hart lived like a princess. Her father, Mr. Frederick Hart, was a powerful and respected man. He owned several banks across Nigeria and had major shares in multiple oil companies. Their family house stood like a castle in Banana Island, Lagos. Inside the gates were things only seen in movies: an indoor swimming pool, gold-plated furniture, a 10-car garage, and maids from different countries. At 18, Vanessa didn't need to work, clean, or worry. Her life was full of luxury and comfort. She wore the latest clothes from Milan, shoes from Paris, and makeup kits that cost more than some people's rent. She had a private driver, 2 bodyguards, and her own walk-in wardrobe that looked like a boutique. Then came her 18th birthday. Her father surprised her with something extra special. A brand new BMW X6, pure white with red leather seats and her name boldly printed on the custom plate. Vanessa Hart. "Oh my God, Daddy," she screamed in excitement, hugging her father tightly. "You deserve it, my baby," he smiled, patting her back. "You're my princess." 2 days after getting the car, Vanessa felt like showing off. She wore her new crop top, applied red lipstick, fixed her Brazilian wig perfectly, and drove out alone for the first time. She played loud music as she cruised through the streets, waving at people and recording videos for her Instagram story. As she drove through a small street near Suraleh, it began to drizzle lightly. Rain had fallen earlier, and puddles of muddy water remained by the sides of the road. Then she saw her. An old woman, probably in her late 70s, walking slowly on the roadside. She wore a faded wrapper, carried a black nylon bag, and walked with a bent back. Her slippers were worn out, and she looked tired. Vanessa didn't slow down. Instead, she sped up. Splash! Water splashed all over the old woman, soaking her completely. She dropped her nylon bag and nearly fell to the ground. Instead of being sorry, Vanessa laughed loudly. She stopped the car briefly, pulled out her phone, and recorded the woman struggling to pick up her things. "Look at this witch," she said, zooming in. "That's what poor people deserve. Why is she even walking on the street where big people drive?" She sent the video to her group chat of friends. Moments later, her friend Sandra replied, "Vanessa, you're so mean." Vanessa typed back proudly, "And that's okay. Poor people don't belong on the road with big cars. If you're broke, stay indoors." Then she posted the video online with a laughing emoji. After the incident, Vanessa didn't feel any guilt. She met her friends at the mall, showed them her BMW, and spent the day shopping for clothes, perfumes, and phones. They went for lunch at an expensive restaurant and took selfies. She laughed, danced, and bragged about how rich her father was. That evening, she returned home. As she entered the dining room, her father sat quietly eating dinner. He looked worried. "Daddy, what's wrong?" she asked, sipping her juice. "I'll be flying out to London very early tomorrow morning," he said. "Some investors want to meet. But please, Vanessa, while I'm gone, don't overspend. Just manage what we have." Vanessa laughed. "Daddy, we have millions. Even if I try, I can't finish it." Her father forced a smile and nodded. "Still, be careful. Money is like water, easy to lose, hard to keep." She ignored his warning. In her mind, they were untouchable. The next morning, Vanessa was still asleep when her phone rang. It was her friend, Sandra. "Hello." Vanessa answered lazily. "Vanessa, have you not seen the news?" "What are you talking about?" "Turn on channel 10. Now." Vanessa picked the remote and turned on her TV. Breaking news appeared across the screen. Billionaire Frederick Hart scammed in oil deal. Properties used as collateral. Assets under seizure. Vanessa sat up instantly. No, it can't be true." Just then, her phone rang again. This time, it was her father. "Daddy! Tell me this is a lie," she screamed. Her father's voice was tired. "It's true, baby. I'm so sorry. I thought it was a good business. I used our properties to collect loans. But the people were fraudsters. They've disappeared." "What about our money?" she asked. "Our accounts. Our cars. I used everything as collateral, Vanessa. I was trying to make us even richer. Now I've made us poor." She cried out loud. "Daddy, where are you?" "I'm stranded in London. I don't even have money to pay for the hotel room." Vanessa dropped the phone, hands shaking. She heard noises outside. Peeking through the window, she saw bank officials, policemen, and trucks at the gate. They were already there to take the house. Within 2 hours, their mansion was taken over. Vanessa was told she could only take basic clothes. No jewelry, no gold, no phones, no electronics. These were all listed as assets, one officer told her. They now belong to the bank. She cried, argued, screamed, but it didn't matter. Vanessa stepped out of her home for the last time, holding a small go bag with only 3 clothes inside. Her driver was gone. Her car. Gone. Her friends. She tried to call them, but no one answered. She walked to Valerie's house and knocked. The gate man came out. "Oga say make I no let you in." She walked to Sandra's house. Sandra opened a crack in the gate. "Vanessa," she said coldly. "We can't be seen with you. You're not in our level anymore. Poor people don't belong with us." Vanessa stood frozen. Her own words, thrown back at her. She now slept in an empty kiosk on a street corner. She wore dirty clothes and begged for food. One afternoon, she saw 2 men walking past. They were once security guards at her father's company. "Uncle Peter," she shouted, running toward them. They turned and laughed. "Oh, look who is now one of us," one of them said. "I thought poor people shouldn't walk on rich roads." They walked away, mocking her. She wept. Just then, someone called her name. "Vanessa." She turned. It was Mama Gloria, a former housekeeper in their mansion. "Jesus! Look at you. Come, come," the woman cried, hugging her. What happened? Vanessa sat and told her everything, from the scam, the lost properties, to her father's stranded situation. The woman sighed. "Did you offend anyone?" "Sometimes, trouble comes because of things we did." Vanessa paused. Then it hit her. "Yes, an old woman. I splashed dirty water on her. I mocked her. I even recorded it." The woman's eyes widened. "Huh. Come. Let me take you to a barber. Maybe he can see if there's something behind your suffering." They went to a small village at the edge of the city. Inside a quiet shrine, the barber sat cross-legged. As Vanessa entered, he stared at her for a long time. After some minutes, he said softly, "I see darkness following you." She trembled. "You mocked a woman, a poor woman," he added. "Yes. It's true," Vanessa said in shame. "You recorded her pain, and laughed," he said. "Yes," she whispered. He looked her in the eye and said, "I cannot help you. You need to find that woman and ask her for forgiveness." Vanessa nodded quickly. "Yes, please. I'll go now." Vanessa rushed back to the street where the incident happened. She asked everyone she saw if they knew the old woman. Some shook their heads. Others said they didn't know her house. Then a young man walked by. "I saw that woman a few times," he said. "I think I know her house. Let's go." Vanessa followed him with hope. When they got to the house, they saw a crowd. People were crying. What happened? Vanessa asked. The young man asked someone. She died this morning, they replied. She was sick and weak. Vanessa fell to the ground. No. I needed her forgiveness. I was coming to say sorry. She rolled in the dust, screaming. People looked at her with pity. The young man whispered, "She's not okay," and helped her away. They went back to the barber. He shook his head. The woman has gone with your forgiveness. You mocked her, and she died carrying your offense. So what now? Vanessa asked in tears. You must live with what you caused, he said. The curse cannot leave you unless she forgives you. And she's no longer here. Vanessa returned to the street. Her stomach empty, heart broken. Later that evening, her father returned to Nigeria. With no house, no money, they sat on the street together. Both of them, once kings of wealth, now beggars of bread. A few of his old friends walked past. None offered help. One of them even mocked. Mr. Hart, is this how you wanted to make your daughter a queen? The two sat quietly, sharing a loaf of bread a stranger gave them. Vanessa cried, "Daddy, I ruined everything." "No, baby," he replied, "I should have raised you better. Maybe this is God's way of teaching us that pride and wickedness will always fall." They cried in each other's arms. Moral lesson. Never laugh at people, no matter their situation. You don't know who your helper will be tomorrow. Life is a circle. Humility is free, but it can save you from shame.